Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining us from, and welcome to our very first webinar between Aquaforest and PSPDFKit. We're really excited to welcome Aquaforest to the PSPDFKit family. By combining these two incredible teams, we are able to continue to broaden and build on top of our current offerings available on the Microsoft ecosystem, as well as truly begin our story around what data extraction, OCR, and tagging and so much more is today, and what document understanding can be for tomorrow. We believe these enhanced server-side services will help unlock the new breed of solutions for a new group of builders who prefer easy-to-use, low-code, no-code tools, and will only further add to the offerings available today on our digital document foundation. The merging of our solutions will only further allow companies to build on top of this foundation and to continue to digitize the entire document lifecycle further, obsoleting paper. Thank you for joining today to learn a little bit more about what we're working on and what we're going to build together. With that, I'll hand it off to Neil. Neil?
Thanks very much, Jonathan. Hi everyone. I'm Neil Pitman. I'm the founder of Aquaforest. Now, shortly, we're going to be seeing some of the new technology that we've all been working on together. But to put things in context first, I'd just like to spend a couple of minutes explaining how Aquaforest came to be part of PSPDFKit and explain some of the benefits we expect to see for Aquaforest customers. All the way back in 1999 and in between fixing Millennium bugs in London, I was consulting with organizations helping them maximize the business benefit of intranets. Naturally, managing digital documents was a very important part of an intranet even back then, but there was a problem. Many of the documents were scanned copies of paper documents that were stored as multi-page TIFFs, and web browsers didn't have a way of allowing users to view or annotate such documents without each user installing a licensed plugin. So in 2002, I created Aquaforest's first product called TIFF Server, and that would allow users to view, manipulate, and annotate multi-page TIFF files from their browser without requiring any additional software on the user's PC. When we created that product, one challenge we faced was how to effectively support TIFF document printing from within the browser, and we solved that by converting the TIFF document to PDF on the fly. And as a result of this, we found demand for conversion to PDF, first from TIFF files and then from many other formats. Around about 2005, driven by some demand from the US court systems, we were one of the first companies to produce PDFA compliant files. And we were an early member of the PDFA Competence Center, which is now known as the PDF Association. We also added optical character recognition to our products so that we could convert image documents such as TIFFs and image PDFs into fully text searchable PDFs. As digitization products around the world gathered pace, we saw an increase in demand for higher volumes of document conversion, with organizations asking us for help converting their archives of tens of millions of documents or even more. And to help with this, we evolved our Autobahn DX server conversion product to be able to take advantage of up to 32 CPU cores and be able to process over 1 million pages in 24 hours. Now, our Autobahn DX product was designed to take an input set of files, run through a pipeline of operations, and produce a set of output files. This worked well for use cases such as hot folder processing and archive conversion. However, we started getting customers telling us our users have uploaded over 1 million files to our document management system. We have a need to be able to find those documents by text search for compliance and operational reasons, but we don't know which of those files are fully text searchable or not. Can you help us? For this problem, we were able to find an interim solution with Autobahn DX, but really a different approach was required for this problem, one which could audit a set of files, identify those which needed to be OCR'd, and make them fully text searchable, run that OCR process and monitor for new files and process them accordingly. As a result of this, our Aquaforest Searchlight product was born, and as well as file systems, Windows file systems, it was also designed to deal with this issue for document sets stored both in SharePoint Online and SharePoint on-premises. This was successful and our customers found it very helpful. We added more support for the Microsoft Cloud Platform, including Searchlight Tagger, which could automatically add metadata tags based on file content, as well as the Aquaforest PDF connector, which could perform data extraction, OCR, and other operations on PDFs in Microsoft's Power Platform. We were very happy with our progress, and our customers were pleased with the way our products could be applied to their business issues. However, by late 2019, it became clear that Aquaforest really needed to become part of a larger company to keep pace with market developments. So in 2020, we talked to a number of parties in the PDF and document software industry and found that Orpolis was the best fit for us, both technically and culturally. So Aquaforest was acquired by Orpolis in February 2021, and we set about making use of some of Orpolis' leading back-end PDF technology in their GD Picture SDK to enhance our products. Some of the first things we did was add to Autobahn DX the excellent PDF compression and the comprehensive support for converting absolutely any file to the latest PDFA standards. And many more improvements have been subsequently made. Now that Orpolis has been acquired by PSPDFKit, we will see additional benefits, the first of which we'll see demonstrated in a moment. So whereas Orpolis had an industry-leading back-end PDF SDK, PSPDFKit has a leading client-side SDK for viewing, manipulating, annotating, and editing PDF documents in the browser. Furthermore, Mahimbi, another company well known in the SharePoint PDF market, was acquired by PSPDFKit earlier this year. And that adds additional product capability, especially around conversion within SharePoint, as well as considerable engineering expertise. We can now see some of the results of all this activity. My colleague Clavin will show us the brand new PDF editor for SharePoint, which is making use of some of the PSPDFKit technology within a SharePoint environment. Even if you're not currently using SharePoint, the demonstration is still relevant, as the functionality you will see can be applied in any browser-based environment by using the PSPDFKit SDK. The demonstration that you'll see is running on SharePoint 29, as the on-premise version of the PDF editor for SharePoint has just been released. And rest assured that we're all working together to bring the PDF editor to SharePoint Online very soon. Clavin, over to you.
Thank you, Neil. And can you guys see my screen? Because I'm trying to share it right now. Can you see my screen? Okay. Perfect. So hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's webinar. My name is Clavin, and I work as a developer relationships and also support manager for PSPDFKit. I'm also a Microsoft MVP. In this demo, I'm going to show you the PDF editor for SharePoint. And when I say that, it will help you streamline editing of documents within the context of SharePoint itself. Now, before we talk about the editor, let's talk a little bit about SharePoint. So SharePoint is Microsoft's content management system. Organizations can use it to store documents, organize their files, and access information. All you need is a browser to access your documents if you're using SharePoint. Microsoft claims that 50% of the Fortune 500 companies are using SharePoint. Now that we have a high-level understanding of SharePoint, let's talk about PDF documents. I assume all of you will have PDF documents within your SharePoint libraries, right? So if you want to edit a PDF document, how do you do it? I basically download the document from my SharePoint, edit the document, and then share the document, and then upload the document back to SharePoint. But when I say that, the whole essence of SharePoint is lost. Your compliance goes out of the window. So is there a way to go ahead and solve this problem or this hassle? So yes, there is a way. What if we take the most advanced PDF editor in the market and integrate it tightly within SharePoint? All the benefits that the editor has will be available within your SharePoint. I again repeat, within the context of your browser in your SharePoint. Now, when I say that, what are the key benefits? One of the key benefit is you save time of your end users. If you value time, this is the product for you. Easy integration. When I say that again, easy deployment as well as right now we support 2013, 2016, 2019, and even the subscription edition. So if you're planning to upgrade in the near future, we have a solution which is future ready. You don't have to worry about the updates. It's supported right now. Okay. And then you have the robust editing capabilities. When I say that, all the goodies, all the benefits, all the rich features that PSPDFKit editor provides, it's packaged in the PDF editor for SharePoint. enterprise level security. We tightly integrate with SharePoint, and there's no need of third-party add-in or downloading the files, so your compliance stays in place. Now, when I say that, let's back it up with a real life demo, right? So first and foremost, I'll show you how easy it is to deploy the editor. Once we deploy the editor, we'll go and see it as an end user. We'll see how you can open the documents and edit the PDF within SharePoint itself, how you can apply redaction, how you can change the sequence of the document, how you can apply annotations. And trust me, there's much more than that. So let's go to the SharePoint environment as a SharePoint admin. I'm into my SharePoint central admin right now, and I'm going into the system settings. As a SharePoint farm administrator, how easy it is to deploy. The first thing that I'm going to show you, it's a WSP file and it's a farm solution. So I click on Manage Farm Solutions, and the first one in the list is the PDF editor WSP. You, as a SharePoint admin, you need to be sure that you have two permissions, right? One is the SharePoint admin and a DB owner. The same applies to any other WSP. So we also follow the SharePoint best practices, and the solution is deployed easily with few clicks of a button. Next, we have the SharePoint License Manager, or you can say the Muhimbi PDF editor for SharePoint License Manager. How easy it is to apply a license. Just copy the license string and paste it in. No need of complex PowerShell, no need to import the license file. Just copy, paste, save, and you're ready to go. Next, as a SharePoint admin, what do I think next, right? Let me think of maybe about the features. So let's talk about the highest level of feature. The highest level of feature in SharePoint is the web application feature. So I'll go to the web application, manage web application features. I'll select a web application, and then I will click on manage features on the top. As soon as I click on manage features, you see out here that there's a Muhimbi PDF editor for SharePoint feature. If you activate this feature, by the way, the feature is by default activated, you enable the PDF editor on all the site collections in the web application. But if you don't want to do that, you can deactivate this feature here, click on OK, go to your site collection and activate the site collection feature. So we have also taken care of the feature scopes. And I think this is pretty much it when it comes to administration. Easy deployment, easy way to apply the license file, and easy to manage feature scopes. Now we are into a SharePoint site collection, right? And I'm going to show this demo as an end user. So I'll select a file, and as soon as I select a file, you see the edit PDF is available in the file menu, as well as the edit PDF is available in the context menu. I'll click on the file. As soon as I click on the file, here, my friends, you see it's open within the context of SharePoint. No need to leave your SharePoint environment to edit the file. I'm also going to go ahead and show you each and every feature from left to right. But before I do that, we'll talk a little bit about the use case. Let's say that I'm working as a lawyer in a lawyer's firm. Somebody wants me to patent this particular scuba diving mask, right? So as a responsibility is assigned to me to review this document. During the review, I need to annotate, I need to add notes, I need to highlight text, I need to also add my own signature such that it can be forwarded to a third party. So the first feature, I'll maximize it to a larger screen. So it's a full screen effect. You can also restore it down. Next thing is the thumbnails tab. So here you have the thumbnails visible. Then you also have the outline visible. You have the annotations visible, and you can also have the bookmarks visible. So let's quickly go through the each and every tab. So with thumbnails, I can quickly jump to a particular page, right? It gives me a high level overview of the document. Next, then I have the outline. Using the outline, I can navigate to certain pages. Let's say that I want to navigate to drawing. I can look at the drawing out here. Next, I have the Annotations tab. If you have annotations in your document, it will be visible out here, but I have none yet. Then you have the bookmarks. You can create new bookmarks, or if there are bookmarks, they will be visible here. Let's leave it at the Annotations tab because this is where I think is the most exciting part, the annotations, right? Next, I'll go and jump to a particular page, the jump to page feature. I'm at page number 5. Then I have the pan. Using the pan, I can move the file maybe up or maybe down. Then I have the zoom out, right? But I'm not going to zoom out because I want to read the text. Let's get back to the use case and let's review the abstract. To review the abstract, I'm going to go ahead and zoom into the file. And now I can read the abstract. Okay, a mask for aquatic activities, and it has got a rigid frame. This is really something that is genuine and that can be patented. I can read it from the extract, right? Then you have the fit width and the fit height, fit to page, right? So I'm going to fit it to the width right now because I can read it easily. So I'll again review the abstract. The abstract looks good. I think now it's time to add my inputs. So I'll add an annotation. I'll use the pen out here. So let me think of something. If it is, so my company has a standard, right? If it's okay, then it's green. If it's not okay, it's red. So I'll add some lines in green. It looks okay to me, this particular, yeah, the patent request looks okay to me. So I'm drawing the annotations out here. Perfect. So if you look at the left corner of the screen, the annotations are visible. You see this? That's why I told you annotations pane is really, really awesome. Next, I have highlighted. I'll draw another line out here. So the annotation is again visible. I can go ahead and erase the annotation as well, but I can also erase it or delete the annotation from the annotation pane. I clicked on delete, but before I delete, see out there, it's telling me what it's deleting. Isn't that awesome? So no need to worry that you're going to delete a wrong annotation. It always goes ahead and shows you what you're trying to delete. Then let me go ahead and highlight this particular abstract. So let me highlight it so that it becomes easier for the third party to review it. Next, I have reviewed the document. I need to add my signature. I can draw a signature. I can add an image or I can type a signature. I can also select a style out here. So I can type in my name. I can also put in a color and then I can click on done. If you see, it's an image annotation. I can move this annotation around because it does not make sense to add annotation. Oh, okay. When I talk, I do mistakes. So I'll put it back again, this particular annotation, and I'll try to move the annotation, that is my name, out of there because it's overlapping the text. So I'll just add it to the right corner. I'll position it in such a way that it's easily visible as well. So it's there. Perfect. So my signature is also added to this particular page. Next, I can add an image or I can also add a stamp. I'm not going to do that. So next, I can add notes. Now, this is very important. I want to tell what I have gone ahead and reviewed, right? So I can say, please review the abstract again, something like that to the third party, right? So they are going to review it. Perfect. So the notes are also there. So I added a note. Now, next, what do? I can go ahead and add text as well as an annotation. So what I'll do, this is reviewed by the best lawyer in town. That's me, Clavin Fernandez. Perfect. So that's there. I'll move it around and I'll place it exactly where I want to. Perfect. Next, I can add shapes. What I'll do is that maybe I'll draw an arrow pointing to an image or an image pointing to the text. Perfect. So the arrow is there. It tells me what the abstract is. Next, I can print it directly from the browser. Take a note, I have not saved the file yet to SharePoint, but if I want, I can send it to a printer as well. I don't have a printer set up, but you get a gist of what I'm trying to tell you. You can print it without even saving the file, right? If you decide not to save the file to SharePoint. Now, this is my favorite, right? This is the document editor. Now, let's consider that I want to add a cover image or a cover page. So I add a blank page out here. Then I remember that I also have to import a particular document. So the document is like a customer's patent request file, which is there on my computer. I have imported it. Now what I'm trying to do is that I think I don't need the new image or the new page, right? It's the same. So what I'll do, I'll delete the new page. Oops, I also deleted the file or the which I imported. But not to worry, I can click on undo and the file comes back. Now I can select the correct page and I can delete it, right? So I'll just delete the page again. This is awesome. Now the page is there, which I wanted. Now I'll move the pages around. So let's say that I want all the pages which have text in front and the images at the end. So I'm going to move that in such a way that the images are at the end and my pages which have text are there. Perfect. Now it looks good to me and I'll click on save. Perfect. I can go to the thumbnails tab out here and I can see that this page is added. Good, perfect. And if I scroll down, I can also see that the pages which have image are at the end. Awesome. Now that I have seen and everything looks good, what next? Now, this particular page, if you see, has got some PII information, right? Like the address, like the name of the person. I want to redact that. I know that the name of the person is Jack, but I'm lazy, so I'm just going to search for it, right? So I'll quickly go to the search document option and I'll click on and I'll type in Jack. It will help me search his name. I see that it's highlighted. So what I'll do, I'll select his name and then I'll right click, and here, my friends, you have the redaction option. I click on redact, it highlights and tells me what I want, what I'm going to redact. And I can click on apply redaction. And once redacted, just understand this, nobody else can go ahead and remove the redaction because it's redacted forever. Right now, I'm also going to redact his address. So let me do that. Again, let me click on it, let me apply redaction, and boom, the redaction is applied within few seconds. Now I can download the document onto my local desktop and I can just look at it. Again, I have not saved it, but I can create a copy of it. Now here, my friends, with this button, my changes will be saved back to SharePoint. Perfect. My changes are saved. I can X out of this particular document and then I can, and one thing here as well, right? If you see, if you had been observing, the file was checked out before I was editing. So it was not available to anyone and the file is still checked out. That means it's honoring the SharePoint permissions and the SharePoint checkout and check-in behavior. I'm reviewing the document again and I see that, okay, I forgot to add a supporting document. Now, if the editor was not there, I had to again download it, use the application, launch the application, edit it, save it, and then re-upload it. Wasn't it an hassle? But now I have the editor in SharePoint. I'll just quickly click on Edit PDF. Just look at it. I'm just doing, it's so good, right? I just clicked on Edit PDF and it opens within the SharePoint. And here, my friends, I'm going to the document editor. I'm going to import a document. I'm going to add my supporting document right here. And I can just click on open. The document has been added. I'll add it to the end. And here I'll click on save. And that's it. I can save my changes. And the changes are saved back to SharePoint. Now, once the changes are saved back, and I'm confident about the changes, but before being confident, let's look at our changes. It looks good. The final page is also there. That's really good. What I can do, I can check in this file so that it is available to all of my colleagues as well as the third party. I'll check in the file and I'll put in final copy. And that's it. The file is checked in and it will be available for the end user. So here, my friends, why did I show you how easy at the last part, right? If you forget something, it's really a pain to again download the file add the document, and then re-upload it. But with the editor, you are saving so much of time, right? And that's what I have proved in this particular demonstration. This is a product that you can gift to your organization, and your employees will surely be very, very happy with it. Now, that being said, that's pretty much it for the demo. So let me go to the next slide. We already saw the capabilities. One of them is annotation, signing, editing, viewing the forms, filling the forms. We did not show you that, but maybe for another session or another demo, and applying redaction. So that's it. I hope this session was informative, and I would thank you for your time, and thank you for attending it. We are open for questions, and I'll quickly go to the chat and check them.
Thanks, Clevin. I think Neil's been handling the questions as they've been coming up in chat. I think most of the questions have been around a couple questions around when it will be available on Office 365, as well as there was a question around, it sounds like more intelligent parameter-driven redaction instead of through the viewer, which I think Neil's got it spot on. We have with Orpolis's GDPicture.net SDK, you can already do the business parameter-driven rules instead of manual redaction. Incorporating that into an offering on SharePoint is something I think we are looking into. And I believe we already have started work on the Office 365 stuff. So awesome. Sorry, in GCC.
So he's talking about the government cloud. Yes, we need to explore that option when it comes to GCC. But yes, when I say that, I am also a Microsoft MVP. So we are going to go ahead and provide the online version real soon. And it's in development right now, and it will be available real soon.
Awesome. Okay, I appreciate you all joining. Thank you for showing the demo, Clevin. I thought it was great. Are there any changes to how Searchlight Tagger works? I think this is an Aquaforest specific question that Neil can answer as well. This is by far just the start. I think what we're hoping to do is by combining Mohimbi, by combining the Aquaforest teams, we'll be able to offer more specifically in the Microsoft ecosystem, as well as the underlying technology of both PSPDFKit and GDPicture. Hopefully we'll be able to solve both use cases that businesses run into involving documents and specifically, obviously, PDF. If you have any more questions or anything, I would definitely follow up with Neil and follow up with the Aquaforest team. We're happy to get on a call and explain more what's possible. We're also happy to hear what your requirements are and what would be interesting for you as customers, because that obviously helps us when we're building our roadmap. But I wanted to thank everyone for joining today. Thank you for the time, and we look forward to talking to you more in the future. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.